Hey matey, which blue? This is from Abe Sapien Boy. Okay, I think I pronounced that right. Abe Sapien Boy. Hey matey, which Blu-ray would you recommend to buy, and what is your favorite film of all time? Okay, what movie would I recommend to buy? Okay, besides Skyfall, which was a great James Bond movie. Uh, let's see, another movie that I watched recently. I'm gonna try to give that to you. Flight was good. Flight was really good. Uh, let's see, Seven Psychopaths. That movie I absolutely loved. I saw the trailer last year for that, and it looked interesting. But then I actually watched it last week, and it was absolutely hilarious. Okay, Seven Psychopaths, just a funny movie. It has drama, comedy in it, a little crazy action in it. Sorry, Max. But Seven Psychopaths, that movie would be the movie to watch. I would definitely recommend that movie, Seven Psychopaths. My favorite film of all time, I said it earlier in the video, The Greatest Years of Our Lives, 1946 movie, I think it came out, 47, I think 46. Anyway, about three returning soldiers coming home from World War II and their lives and their interaction. Frederick March, Dana Andrews, Virginia Maya, Myrna Loy, Teresa Wright. Great movie. I think it won 7 Academy Awards. It's coming on Blu-ray I think, in November. Definitely going to get that. That's my favorite film of all time. Okay, thank you, Abe Sapien Boy. Okay, now this one is from Zay Kretz. Okay, hey Track Pastor, how's it going? It's going good. It's raining outside. But I'm going out in a few minutes and get something to eat and go shopping. Okay, and then I'll come back and edit this video and try to upload it. Okay, okay, have you seen Blade Runner? And if you have, what do you think about it? I've seen Blade Runner. I saw it on TV, I think, before on cable, and I have the special edition came with the little car, and I have to revisit that movie because I haven't watched it in a while. I saw the one version of it where Harrison Ford was doing the voiceover, and I loved it, and I loved Sean Young in that movie. She was absolutely beautiful. And Whatchcott was absolutely scary in that movie. Rutger Hauer, he was scary in that movie. As I say, if you see the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Rutger Hauer is one of the replicants. He was actually scary. And I love that they got the different versions on it, so I'm going to have to revisit that movie. Okay? Okay, favorite snack and drink to eat while watching a movie. I love Twizzlers, okay? Twizzlers, you know what I'm talking about? Not the strawberry kind, I think it's cherry. Is it strawberry? I think it's strawberry. Yeah, Twizzlers. I love Twizzlers. That's what. And normally when I go to the movies, I don't eat popcorn. I usually eat after. But when I did before, like I said, I eat Twizzlers. I love Twizzlers. Those are like the best, okay? And maybe popcorn and a Sprite. I'm a Sprite man, and I don't like Pepsi or Coke. Okay, but usually, like I said, Twizzlers. I love Twizzlers. Oh, I could eat them until I get sick of them. That's how much I love Twizzlers. If you could go into any movie universe, which universe would it be and why? That's a good question. Movie universe. It's a good question. You know what? Now that I think about it, that's a good question. I was thinking about two things, like going into the old Universal horror universe, but then again, I probably want to get killed or bitten by bitten and turned into a werewolf or something, which I don't think I'd. Even though the Wolfman is my favorite character, I don't know if I like that too much. Getting cursed and turned to a werewolf, or getting bitten by a dragon. Even though this is probably kind of exciting, but no, I'm gonna go with the Avengers universe, the Marvel universe. That'd be cool. Then I have a good chance of either being a superhero or something, maybe getting bitten by a radioactive spider or something, or getting a super soldier serum or something, or inventing technology like Tony Stark becoming Iron Man. It's a possibility. So I'm going to go with the Marvel universe of the Avengers. That's good. Keep up the great work, and can't wait to hear your response. Thank you, Zay Crest. Okay, that was great questions. Okay, Kitty2686. What is your origin story? Like how you got started collecting movies and all that good stuff. Hope you're doing well. Okay, well, my whole movie experience started when I was young. Of course, started going to movies. And I remember the first double feature that I ever saw. My sisters took me. It was in summertime, I think. I saw Carrie and the Reincarnation of Audrey Rose. That was a double feature, which I shouldn't have probably saw because I was a little kid. And especially the end scene in Carrie, her putting down Amy Irving putting down the flowers in the hand, reaching up and grabbing it. It scarred me for life. And I love the reincarnation of Audrey Rose. Just a great movie. Anthony Hopkins, Marsha Mason, I think was in it also, about this little girl who died in a fire, and then they think her spirit has come back, and this other girl, Audrey Rose, well, not Audrey Rose, it's come back in another girl who's having nightmares and stuff. But anyway, it was a real good movie. Anyway, but collecting movies, like I said, I always collected. Like I said, when I was in the service, I started collecting VHS tapes and taping everything. So that's when my collection really started, when I was in the service in the Air Force all those years ago. And then just it kind of blossomed from there. And mostly VHS tapes. And then occasionally I would buy DVDs. And I didn't really start hardcore collecting until last year. Was it last year? I think, no, probably towards the middle of 2011. I think I started seriously collecting movies. Getting Blu-rays. I was always getting the burnt copies of DVDs and stuff, and watching those and stuff, and like I said, taping stuff off cable and VHS. But then I really started hardcore collecting like Blu-rays and stuff. I think 2012, either that or later part of 2011. Okay. Okay, what do you think of The Walking Dead? I love The Walking Dead. It's one of my favorite shows. Okay. Like I said, Person of Interest is my favorite show right now, but Walking Dead is right up there too. Okay, because it's just a great show. You have zombies, and it's just like a soap opera with zombies. Basically, is what it is by human nature. So I absolutely love that, and I also want to get that Walking Dead season 2 head that opens up. That looks so cool. Film Angel 11 showed. That was absolutely fantastic, and it's expensive now, but maybe I'll keep weaseling my way on eBay and see if I can catch a bargain or something. Anyway, what's your favorite film of all time? I said that before, but Greatest Years of Our Lives, great movie, 1946, won 7 Academy Awards. Definitely worth seeing. What's my favorite genre? Oh, that's a hard question because I love drama, and I love horror, I love comedy. Not comedy, you think I love comedies, but I don't think I've got as many comedies as I should. And same thing, that's a hard question. Like I said, I love drama, love action movies. I love all types of genres. Like I said. And right now I'm a part of the Horoscope 101 channel, and we get to review movies every week, and I'm kind of rediscovering my love of horror. So, but I love a good drama. I love a good drama. So I'm kind of debating. I think it's even. I think I can watch anything as long as it's a good movie and it gets some kind of, and it's done well. It can get some emotion out of me. So, I love the Horoscope 101 channel. I love doing the horror stuff. But I think a good drama, something that gets me emotional, and sometimes a comedy can get you emotional or horror, but I think good drama will get me emotional. So I'm going to have to say that. Drama will be my favorite genre of all time. You put a gun to my head, that, okay? Follow closely against by, action and horror. Okay, what would you do in the event of a zombie apocalypse? Like your plan? Good question. I thought about this before. A zombie apocalypse, this is what I did. Let's say, put it this way, if I knew it was coming and it didn't get to us yet, like say if it was I'm in New York, like say if it was in Chicago and it's coming our way, like the disease is spreading right now, I stock up stuff and I move, and I get a big truck, one of those big, big monster trucks and stuff. And I also get like body armor, stuff that something that zombies couldn't bite through, no matter how, because they're humans and they got teeth, so they try to bite me through that, and I make sure I have something on that was, that was armor plated, that if somebody try to take a bite out of me, and I have also like goggles on, so that way but I'd be covered from head to toe, so that way. Even if I went outside and a zombie snuck up from behind me and tried to take a bite out of me, he would just bite on metal, chain mail, like Captain America's chain mail, and so I wouldn't feel, and then I could just blow his head off and stuff. Anyway, but my plan would be to get a place out in the middle, something on higher ground, and like maybe like a cabin that's on higher ground, okay, and I reinforce it with metal and stuff, metal plates and stuff, and I stock it up, of course. I have a basement in it, and I stock it up with food and stuff, and supplies, and water, and TV, and all that stuff. Okay, and and I get all kinds of weapons, guns, machetes, everything. Stock that up. I go, like I said, I sell everything and stock it up and stay on that hill. I want a high vantage point. That's what I want. I want a high vantage point, and so that way I could see stuff coming from around me in case any zombies or any fellow humans come to try to take my crap from me. I have a high vantage point, secure location, and supplies, and and like I said, I train myself with practice with shooting guns, crossbows like Daryl in Walking Dead, and just make sure, like I said, I have that chainmail stuff on. That's another thing that I never forget. In Walking Dead, you're walking around. I know it's Atlanta, so it's hot all the time, but still, you think some people would cover up when they go outside. When you have to go outside and you possibly run into some walkers. I cover myself so that way if a walker snuck up from behind me and tried to bite me, he wouldn't bite me. But that's what I do. I get a big monster truck, stack up the supplies, and fill up a cabin. A cabin. I have it stocked up with food and water and all that stuff, TV and all that stuff, and have it reinforced with metal and stuff around it, and get all the guns I could possibly get, crossbow, knives and stuff, and just fortify myself and have like a thing on the roof, I think, that like an open hatch at the top of the roof that you can look out so you can see, and I have goggles, of course, and I can see all around me and make sure that way I can see somebody coming. And I have like alarms set up around me, a perimeter, so that way if somebody was coming, I know when they come. So that's what I would do. Okay, that's my plan. That's in my head. If I could, but then again, when the zombie apocalypse happens right away, you can't do nothing. What I do is put on all my clothes, grab a bat, a couple of knives, okay, and I run into the woods, maybe climb up a tree, grab as much food as I can, and just go from there. I have to go from there because I have to see how it played out. Like I said, zombie apocalypse sounds cool in theory, but I don't know if I ever really want to go through that in real life. But if I had to, I think I'd survive because I think I'm a weasel and I have this instinctive need to survive. Okay, so how many movies do I own? Somebody asked me that a little bit before. I have about, I think, over 500 Blu-rays, I think. As far as VHS tapes concerned, I think I got so many of those. I may have 500 VHS tapes with me. I take TV shows, I take movies off cable, just documentaries, everything. So, and then the DVDs, I think, are the least things that I have. I think maybe I have about 80 DVDs, maybe. But I have mostly what I have is Blu-rays. I think I have over 500, maybe 600 Blu-rays, and like I said, VHS tapes. I probably got over 600 easy. I think probably if I was to count it all up, easy. Okay. Who's my favorite director? Christopher Nolan's up there. Zack Snyder. He's done some of my favorite movies. I know everybody says Christopher Nolan. And Quentin Tarantino is a great director too. Great writer too. Just, horrible actor. I don't know if people give Zack Snyder crap for his movies, but I like Zack Snyder a lot. 300, Watchmen, Man of Steel, okay, Sucker Punch. But I'm going to go with Christopher Nolan. I just think he has an intelligence about him, and he knows what he's doing, he knows what he wants, and he achieves it. So I'll go with Christopher Nolan. How old are you? What's your favorite? How old are you? I'll put it this way. I'm older than 40, less than 50. Put it that way. Okay? I want to keep some mystery about me. Okay? What's the saddest film you've ever seen? Gee, that's... Thunderbolt and Lightfoot. And you know why? For those who haven't seen, spoiler. That's the movie with Clint Eastwood and Jeff Bridges. And they I think thieves, and they plan a small heist. They plan this, I think they plan to rob a bank or something. I forgot what the plot of it, but I know it was made in the 70s, and Clint Eastwood and Jeff Bridges were like partners. And George Kennedy was like, him and a couple other guys, they got together to do this, to rob this, I forgot what they were robbing. And anyway, the gist of it is, George Kennedy, throughout the movie, Jeff Bridges is kind of making fun of him. He's like busting his chops and stuff. And George Kennedy, if you've seen him, you know he's a big guy. So towards the end of the movie, he, you know, after they pull off this crime, he jumps them, Clint Eastwood and Jeff Bridges, and he kicks Jeff Bridges a couple of times. He like basically stomps him out. Okay, and then of course George Kennedy runs off, and then I think he gets captured or something, or he dies or whatever happens to him. But the main thing is Clint Eastwood and Jeff Bridges. They're driving off, and Jeff Bridges turns to Clint Eastwood's character and tells him, you know, I'm really proud. I really feel like we accomplished something. And then he dies. He dies because George Kennedy stomped him out, and he died of internal injuries, and he just dies in the car. And I thought that was, because I really liked Jeff Bridges' character in that movie, and he died that way. He just died and it went off that way, but him dying like in the car with Clint Eastwood, and I said, oh, that sucks. Okay, I'm not gonna go with love story or anything like that. you know, the girl dies and that, of course. Okay, but I'm gonna say that's the first thing that popped in my mind. I'm sure there's other sad movies, but that's the first thing that popped in my mind. Okay, that's enough for me. Okay, that's enough. So thank you, Kitty 2686. Okay, Mr. Paradisi, DCA. Hi, buddy. How are you? Okay. What's the first movie you saw at the cinema and when? I'm gonna have to go with what I said before. I think Carrie and the Reincarnation of, well, I guess Carrie would be first, since I saw that first, and then the Reincarnation of Audrey Rose. I remember seeing that as a little kid. Actually, yeah, that's the movie because I went to see it. Yeah, because my sisters took me to see that. There's like a double feature, Carrie and the Reincarnation of Audrey Rose. So I guess Carrie would be the first movie that I saw in the theaters. Okay, so, and I love Carrie. Okay, what's the movie you're most looking forward to coming out this year? Man of Steel. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely jacked up for obvious reasons to see that. See Zack Snyder's take on that. It looks great for the trailers. What sort of music do you listen to? Well, I like a lot of music, except jazz. I'm not a big jazz fan. My brother is. My oldest brother was a big jazz fan. But I like pop music. I don't really listen to radio like I did growing up. I don't listen to radio like that. But songs I have on my iPod, I love classic soul. I love trying to think of the songs I have on my music. Let's go. Okay, I'll read you a couple of just to let you know. Ain't Too Proud to Beg, of course, Temptations. Air Supply, Making Love Out of Nothing at All. Akon, Mr. Lonely. All the Small Things. Okay, Blink 182. All You Need Is Love, the Beatles. Almost Famous soundtrack. You know, it has a song by Elton John and stuff. Amaze by Lone Star. I love that. Avril Lavigne. Baby I'm Yours by Shy. Bad English, When I See You Smile. Beatles. Let's see. Bryan Adams. Click 5 Clocks by Coldplay. Collective Soul. Counting Crows. Prince. Well, like I said, I love a lot of different things, so different genres. Okay. Okay, so thank you for asking me the question. So, okay, Tattling76. What are your top 10 favorite YouTubers? That's a good question. I don't want to make people mad, but I'm going to answer your question. Anyway, first of all, I'm not going to give you in the order of 10. This will just be 10 people that I really like. Okay, first of all, I'm going to say Swap Meet Searcher, Nick. Nick I love because, first of all, Nick's channel has exploded from what it used to be to his channel is fantastic, and his collection is out of this world, insane, and his videos are always entertaining. And if I almost wish that I lived in California, because if I did, I would go wherever Nick was and do out and abouts with him, because I think Nick is one of the most creative YouTubers ever, and I love his content and his channel. Like I said, he rarely does reviews, but he does mostly like updates and stuff, and does the out and abouts, which is great with Wet Movie 1, which I absolutely love. And I just think Nick's channel has grown leaps and bounds from what it used to be, and he's one of the more entertaining YouTubers out there. Okay, so that's one person. Okay, Falkerball, I'm going with Falkerball Ian. You know, he's a fellow YouTuber from the UK who's very self-deprecating. That's a word. Who has a great collection, and he's always very generous with people. He always sends stuff out to other people. A very generous guy, and his content is always funny, and He's a great character. I love Farquaad. His video, always try to make sure I watch his videos because he's always entertaining. He's very, like I said, self-effacing and a great guy. So, Farquaad, okay. Now, third one is JW Universe. The reason I say JW Universe is because, first of all, his content, he's always thinking of ways of improving his channel, which I love. And I've also borrowed from him generously from his channel. And he always good content. Always very opinion, tells you exactly what he thinks, which I love, and just a great channel and a great guy. So definitely JW Universe. Okay, that's 3. Okay, number 4. Let's see, 4. Film Fan Pete, his channel has exploded. He does reviews. He has his children in his videos, which is absolutely great, and he's just one of the great YouTubers out there. Like I say, they send him videos. People send him videos. I mean, people send. He does movie. They send him. Studio sent him films to review and stuff, and he does what's coming out and stuff, and he's always informative, and I always don't get a chance to watch all his videos, but sometimes I get caught up on the weekend. But Film Fan Pete is just one of the great YouTubers out there, and his channel, he deserves all the praise he gets and all the subs he has, because his channel has just basically exploded onto what it is now. Okay, that's 4. Okay, 5 is let's see. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna go with with Ali Walker. Okay, she does content updates. She's a great Disney fan, and I discovered her channel from JW Universe. Okay, she does content updates and stuff, and she does the out and about things, and we've become good friends on here. And I send her a movie and stuff, and she's comments on my videos and stuff, and I love her channel, and now she's appearing more in her videos now. I think before she used to never be on camera, but now she's appearing more on her camera now, so I like her for that. And also, so that's 5, I think, right? So 6 would be Robin176, who's probably one of my great friends on this YouTube channel. She does she does updates and stuff, and she doesn't do reviews and stuff, which I think she should do reviews every once in a while. She does mostly content update and stuff, and trade and mail days and stuff like that. And another reason I absolutely love her channel and stuff is because she curses like a sailor. Okay, I love that, and she's just one of the more, I said this before, but I'm saying it again, one of the self-effacing, like extremely humble people who people send her stuff because she's a good person, and she she returns the favor, and she's just a very nice person. So that's 6, I believe. I think. Okay. Next person would be let's see, that's 6, I think, right? Oh, what's called? I'm drawing a blank on his name. TP20. I'm sorry, TP20 or Tyler Preston 20, which I believe this is his 2nd version of his channel. TP20 is just one of the great, genuine guys who used to always record videos in his bathroom for some reason, and maybe better acoustics or something. But he's a great giant monster movie fan, and he always has an interesting take on things. And I love his channel. Is one of the more unique ones, I think, out there, because he always has different things, and like I said, he never repeats himself, and he's one of the cooler guys on YouTube. Okay, and he sent me a great monster pack with a bunch of Gamma movies and stuff, and Rodan, and I really appreciate that. And he's a great guy. I think that's 7. Now, 8 would be okay. Let's see, who else? A Clay Singer, okay, who does mostly movie reviews and then Blu-ray updates and stuff. But Clay Singer is one of my good friends here, and like I said, I remember him when he first started out and stuff, and now he's growing up. You can, which kind of sounds like I'm getting old, but Clay Singer, he's just one of the more genuine guys out there. So the Clay Singer, and he has, like I said, he does movie reviews. They send him, film companies send him movies to review. And I think he does mostly reviews, and he's really good at it. And I can see him being a film critic in the future. Okay, now, what's the guy's name? John Flickster, I think that's his name. Well, Flick, he has 2 channels. He's a very funny guy. I think he's in Indiana or somewhere. Very funny guy. Always great content with him. Okay, he films on the outside, which I love, into the real world. And just a great guy. Has great content on his channel. He doesn't have contests or stuff, which I don't think, at least I don't think he has. But he's a great guy, very humble, and very funny. Okay, so John Flickster. Okay, I think that's 8. Okay, and who else? I'm gonna go with an 80 slasher. That's his name. Alex. He's one of the first guys that gave me one of my first subs. An 80 slasher. Or Alec. And he does. I don't think he makes as many videos as he does before. But first of all, he has a great collection, and he does. He comes up with the most original ideas, I think, on YouTube. And he had a 8-part breakdown of the movie Sucker Punch, which really, I think, I know it had to take him a lot of time, and it was one of the most original things that I've ever seen. And I think it's so good that I think you should maybe burn it and send it to Zack Snyder and let him see it, because I think it's worthy of adding it. I know that's people say, oh, you blowing smoke up his ass. No, I think it's that good. His 8-part documentary on the movie Sucker Punch and how good it and why it was so good. The way he broke it down was absolutely excellent. I think I have that in my favorites too. It's just fantastic. And who else? No, I'm saying. Okay, so 80 slasher, and who else? Okay, that's 8. I think I get 2 more. I think. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Jeez, I'm drawing a blank on his name. What's his face? Let's see, what's his face? Hold on, I'll tell you exactly what he is. Drawing a blank on his name for some reason. Great fellow YouTuber from Australia. When I'm drawing a blank on your name, okay, which I'm going to get right here. Hold on, I'll get your name. I apologize for not getting your name right. Yeah. Yeah, Emirate666. I'm sorry. Sorry, Mick, for spazzing out on your name. He's one of the great field. He's one of the first people that I met, and that first guy that I won a contest from. Okay, and I won this Expendables Special Edition, Blu-ray edition, from him. He's just one of we've done a couple of trades and stuff, and he's just a great fellow YouTuber, Mick, and has the most exciting movie. I think he's in the process of moving right now, so maybe that's why I don't think he's doing as many videos as he did before. But Mick's a great guy, and we've become great friends, and one of the great fellow YouTubers. And I think one more person, right? We'll make it 10. Okay, who else? I met some good people. Okay, you know what? What's her name? Kayla Gareth. I'm going with Kayla Gareth, okay? The reason I'm going to go with her is because, like I said, she's my Canadian connection. She, like I said, she recently joined the Horoscope 101 channel with us, and she does reviews, and she's another person that has a fantastic collection of movies, absolutely fantastic. And she does movie reviews. She does the Monday Munchies, which is great, and she does the reviews with her 2 daughters, which is great and always funny, and it always makes me laugh because her one daughter is sitting there on her side, and it's always like she's always trying to make sure she's on camera, and it just cracks me up. Okay, and yeah, she does great content, and plus, like I said, she graciously gotten some films for me from Future Shop, in Canada, that I couldn't get here, which I greatly appreciate. So thank you, Kayla, for being an awesome YouTuber and an awesome friend. So that's going to be my top 10. I think that's 10. I might have counted more than that. But anyway, honorable mentions. Okay, I'm going to say honorable mentions anyway, even though you didn't ask me that tabling. Somebody said honorable mentions would be what's his name? Jeez, oh, I got his name. DVD Collector 1974. He's a great guy, the guy that doesn't sleep. Okay, who makes tons of content every week. Corey Reviews, who's another great, awesome YouTuber who always gets to the exclusives on everything. Dr. Haslin, who's another great guy who's from Australia, who's very knowledgeable and always makes interesting videos. And another person, Underworld Angel 24. She does videos. She does Blu-ray updates and stuff. She does book reviews, and also she's a great fellow YouTuber. I don't think a lot of people know about, even though I think she has a lot of subs. let's see. She's one of the people that I enjoy. Okay, let's see who else I will mention. Okay, Film Angel 11. I said Film Angel 11, who's one of the more recent friends. She's really good, and she has great. And she also has that The Walking Dead zombie head that opens up. That has the season 2 Blu-rays on it that I want. Okay, and also Rossi Boy 19, who's a fellow contributor on the Horoscope 101 channel. We're currently in the middle of a trade, and he's become good friends with me. Okay, and also Natter Nail Vlog. Okay, hope I pronounced your name right. But he recently did the video where he was showing how to put pictures in your steelbooks. Okay, and Blu-ray Max 23, who's just in the middle of a contest right now. Great guy. And I think that's about it. Okay, so let's move on to the other questions. This video is going to last forever. Okay. If you can spend 1 week in the past observing and not influence the time stream, all of your physical and emotional needs taken care of and supplies and whatever, which week out of any year in the past would you like to go back to observe? Okay, that's good. You know what? I thought about trying to think. Okay, all the historical events. You know what I'm going to say? A week. For historical reasons, I'm going to say that's a good question. Jeez, that's a thought provoker going. Historical events. Historical events. Historical events. I'm gonna go with World War II. The week, I guess. Yeah, the week where we knew the Allies defeated the Axis of Evil that week. Yeah, that would be great. I think to be in a world then when World War II was officially over. That week, that whole week leading up to it, when it's officially over. Historically, that's probably got to be a great thing, especially for this country, and to be there to observe, how the country felt. That would probably be good. So I'll go with that. It's a good question. That's a great question. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be and why? Okay, that's a good question too. What question? What would I change? Would it be taller? I don't know. I think I'm 5'10" right now, something like that. So not taller. Skinnier? Everybody can always lose a pound or two, but that's not it. Change about myself. You know what? It doesn't bother me now, but I think it bothered me when I was younger. I had this, the gap between my teeth, like that. See that? It doesn't bother me now. I'm used to it. But I guess when I was younger, that I would change, I guess. It doesn't bother me now, but maybe that I would change. So if you could change that, not have the gap between my teeth. It doesn't bother me now, but I think probably that if I could change that I'd probably change. Are there any movies that you regret not having seen in the movie theater and when they were originally released? Seen in the movie theater when they were originally released? Yeah. I said this before, I think, in a video. The Empire Strikes Back. That movie I wanted to see because that movie came out when I graduated from junior high school, and I wanted to see it. And the same day I graduated, and I said this in the other video that I had, that of course, I come from a big family, and I graduated from junior high school, and I wanted a suit, a tailor-made suit, but my mother couldn't afford that, so she got me what I would consider a two-piece. It looked like a suit that people would wear in the Bahamas, like you're on vacation, it was like a beige kind of two-piece suit, and had a brown shirt and stuff, and brown shoes. I mean, it looked decent, like you're going out. I guess, like I said, if you were in the Bahamas somewhere, and I always regretted that. But anyway, I want to go to the movies and see Empire Strikes Back, but of course, back then I couldn't afford it. So, what you say, movies couldn't be that much, right? But hey, I wasn't working back then. I was junior high school, and like I said, we were a big family, so we didn't have any spare money to see it. But that movie I wanted to see in the theater, Empire Strikes Back. That was a movie. Okay, so thank you, Talent76, for your thought-provoking questions. You made me really scratch my head and think. Okay, now winding up the last, but not least, questions from Allie Walker. What was it like being an underwear model? Okay, I'm going to answer your question, even though you say haha. Well, like I said, it was a kind of a crazy haze, out of high school, thrust into that world, fast cars, fast women, drugs, a lot of sex. It was crazy for a while, and like I said, I was kind of out of control for a little bit there until I kind of had to pull myself back, and now I look back on it now, it's just a phase that I was going through, so, but it was enjoyable. Okay? And every once in a while I look back and think about, what it could have been, but it is what it is. Okay, what movie are you most looking forward to in 2013? I answered this before, but I'm going to answer it again, and this will be the last question. And I answer Man of Steel. That's the one I'm jacked to see. Okay, I just think, with Christopher Nolan producing this, David Goyer writing it, Zack Snyder directing it, it looks freaking awesome, and I'm looking forward to seeing the fights between Zod and Superman, and there's another Kryptonian chick, which I can't remember her name, that she's supposed to be in it too, so I'm looking forward to the fights and stuff and how it plays out and stuff, so it should be good, but I'm jacked to see that. Okay, so that's the questions. Thank you, and this video went about an hour and 37 minutes, which is retarded. Okay, so what I will do is I will break this video up into maybe 4 parts or something. So that way people don't, I don't want people, passing out trying to watch this video. So I'm gonna break this video down into like maybe 4 or 5 parts. Okay, maybe like 20 minutes each, something like that. And so thank you for asking me these questions and me answering it. Okay, and a lot of good thought-provoking questions. I had to think a lot. That's why this video stretched out and went longer than I thought. Okay, so thank you, everybody that watches my videos and answers these questions. Thank you. Like I said, I'll break this up into maybe 4 or 5 parts, maybe, or maybe I'll just break it into 4 parts or something like that. Just edit out the minutia. Okay. But anyway, thank you, and my boys, thank you. And from Max, Sonny, and Sam, we say so long and take care. You say good night.